Welcome back. Jumping back into the GC, of course. I started doing some more stuff with it the other day. Obviously, I've done a lot with it, but found some more stuff to stitch weld as I was doing some rust repair down in these inner wheel wells here. I had taken the inner portion here and ended up hammering it flat with the floor because, well, there's a support that goes from here out to the rocker, but that's rotted out completely, and I'm just gonna not worry about it because, yeah, that's why, my exact reasons. So I ended up taking what was left of it, cut it off to solid metal, and then hammered it flat with the floor, stitch welded across the bottom, and then the lip that sticks out too, it normally stick out about a ½ inch or so. I hammered that around and stitch welded it to the chassis, so that way we'll have all the room for wheel clearance once I get an angle kit. And then as I was doing that, I found a couple more seams here that follow up and around, so I got that all cleaned up, and I'm going to plan on, stitch welding that up too. So, and of course, we went and did the same thing on the other side. I got to weld up all of the other side. I just got it ready to go last night. So get a bunch of welding going on here tonight and see where we go from there. I still got to get some stuff to fix the rocker panels. Other than that, I think all my major rust repair that I plan on doing is done, which there isn't really much more to be done on it, so that's a huge bonus. The shell is cleaning up way easier than I expected it to, and way better than I expected it to. It's overall, like I've said a few other times, I'm amazed at how nice of a shell that this car is, and that it was kind of just taken for granted for a long time just because it was always a cheap beater car. So here we are now. It's no longer going to be a cheap beater car. It's just going to be a good beater car. And I also got the subframes put together. I got my bushings in the mail for it, so those are put in there. We got the rear subframe put together with the diff brace and new bushings on the diff brace. Can no longer flex this by hand. Used to be able to with the stock bushings, so I would say that's a successful upgrade. So very happy with that. But yeah, I'm just gonna move on to doing some welding and get that busted out for the day. Got the inner wheel wells all finished last night. Turned out real good. That's the driver's side. And here's the passenger side. Obviously, they are essentially identical. This piece here is a little shorter. There's more rust on this side. Not a big deal. Still gonna be cutting out and repairing this corner of the rocker, at least where it meets the wheel well and goes into the rocker. But that's a minor detail. These things are pretty rough. This is the worst rust on the whole car, is the rocker panels. The rest of this thing is pretty solid. But I've got a plan for those. Just wait and see. I think it's going to be kind of neat once I get her finished up. But plan for tonight, starting to make some plates to go on my rear strut towers so that we can reinforce this one because there's some rust on it, and then also it'll be mounting points for the half cage, so a little bit of preparation for that. And then yeah, I think I'm also, because you know it's a GC and well, I'm definitely not going to be able to show it maybe, but there we go. You know, it's got to have that rust, so I'm going to half-ass patch that. And yeah, might as well, we're here. No reason not to do it at this point. I've already got enough time and labor into this chassis that it's kind of worth fixing some of that little odds and ends, even if it is going to be a half-ass repair. And later on I can fix it better, because I guarantee you these quarters are going to get smashed and probably cut off the car at some point if we stay serious with this. So yeah, see what happens. I think I showed the subframes. They look really nice. Here's the front one. Pretty bland. No cool bushings to put in it yet until I get the control arms on there, but heck yeah, making great progress. I'm gonna start making some measurements and start making some plates. So here's the panels that I came up with. This is gonna be the top strut hat. This is gonna be going down the inside of the strut tower. And I made this piece here just because to go on the side of what would be considered, I suppose, the C-pillar. Just because of some rust that's on there. Figured, might as well do it, we're here. But I also discovered this is the only piece I have a large enough metal, or a large enough piece of metal to cut out of. So unfortunately, I gotta go get some more metal to be able to cut out 2 and 2. So I need, you know, pairs of those. But this is the only one I can fit on a chunk that I have. This is too thin, but I got another project we're gonna jump into with this. I was hoping to maybe cut a chunk out of here, but unfortunately that's too small as well. So gonna have to get some, and I'll cut these out another day. But we're gonna move on to the other part of this that I showed you, the inside of the rear strut towers. So always plenty to do. Well, we have finally taken the time to set up Colin's tube bender. Luckily I had this base laying around and a plate, got her bolted down to it and set up. So should be pretty interesting. We're gonna experiment a little bit. My radiator, bottom of my radiator support's all bent up, so gonna sawzall that out of there and see what we can figure out here. Just gonna do a simple tube that bends down and comes back up, so should be a fun little experiment to play with. That's fair.
What fun's that?
But we're not gonna use the full effect.
We can do that later. We need to figure out how this thing fucking works first.
Yeah, with the full effect. That looks like how it works.
With the full force of Jesus. So, and then you just fucking crank the bitch.
Don't pump it up. I'll kill you.
Pump what up? This thing's open. It's literally open.
I'll kill you.
It's literally open.
Top, okay.
Okay, that's what I was gonna go with, but every time I assume something I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
Zach's always wrong. And then there's Teflon washers. I don't know if do I use the Teflon washers on this so it slides?
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
yeah, that doesn't have to be.
Yeah, tight.
Just nice and snug, and then yeah, we can adjust it to be center or 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then this just goes in your doohickey. This goes into this doohickey?
Yeah.
I figured I'd plug in the air compressor while I was over there.
Thanks. I told Brandon to do it.
Oh yeah, you did tell me to do this.
He looked at me like, no, you didn't. Where's that?
That
No fucking way.
Different?
that
We'll put a different end in it. What? Did you put that in there?
No. That came on there.
Yeah, it's probably wrong.
100%.
Yeah, go grab one out of the cabinet.
Doing all this?
shit's at. I ain't gotta do everything around
Take
here.
that one off, Zach.
Go grab me a 9/16 wrench. Hold it there too. Actually, no, that looks like a. I did it again. Let's do it again.
Fucking goddamn it.
Well, this one's not 9/16.
Why not?
5/8. He grabs his own wrenches anyway.
Makes me lift it.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
That look like the same thing.
And guess what? He grabbed a female one, not a male one.
Oh.
Huh?
You grabbed a female one, not a male one.
What the fuck do you mean, brother?
The fitting end,
That's what you need.
the threaded end. Look at the threaded end. Look
Do
at mine.
you have any male ones?
Was there no male ones left?
Fucking know that.
What is happening?
I don't know. Making Colin very upset, and I love it. Harassment at its finest.
I'm scared.
I'm also scared.
I might move Zach. I don't know what way this goes.
What's he gonna do to me?
I don't know.
Fucking just.
Did you close the thing?
Hey, we're learning.
So,
Do it, Betsy, do it.
do we have to readjust this now?
To 0?
Well, we're not 0.
Well, no,
We're
it's definitely bent a little bit.
it definitely bent a little bit, but it was not at 10 degrees, I don't think.
Oh, sure you said 0? It's got slight then.
Set it to like 5.
It was just under 5, so.
Set her to 4.
Well, it's tight, so it can't be. I don't know.
I don't know.
Or we should just, I don't know. Fucking send it.
Okay, then we'll fucking send it. Just do it.
I'm gonna fuck shit up.
The first bend.
It'll take 45. See what
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alright,
The
so.
question is, how the fuck do we get this out?
No idea how to get this out now, actually.
Can you pull this one out?
Unsure.
Oh god. Oh, piece of wood. Wood chipper.
Well, we have a pipe bender with a pipe stuck in it. now.
Hey.
Hey. We did something. Oh, this is just.
Oi!
That should have been expected, I think. Oh no.
Scratching my shit.
I like scratching shit. Ooh, we need our level.
We do. Oh, fuck. We needed it when it was on here.
Why? We just have to make sure we level
Oh, I do suppose.
that. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't know.
That's our mark.
Full
we're,
send.
we're sticking to it.
You got that other piece?
No, I have no. Oh, here's this. Okay, feed it through though.
Okay, I didn't know how far you needed
I can find the mark. Where the fuck?
it. Right here.
No. Yeah. Why? Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Convenient. It says level.
Okay.
Send it.
We're like a 1/4 inch off our line over here now, but we're inside of it. So if anything, it'll make it better to line up in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
We will find out.
45?
Yes.
So we're going
Here, we need to center this though, or zero this.
Oh, yep. That's a nice touch on that, huh?
Yeah, I like the quick knob on it. Well,
Oh,
45.
45. So,
how do we want to go about releasing it this time? Danger. Oh, there we go. I got a piece of the block of wood.
yeah. We can wait for that.
Saws all that off.
Does it look even? The bend?
Yeah, sure. It's
Okay.
kind of hard to tell with that. I'm thinking.
I was assuming.
Wow.
Hey!
Actually be able to make that work.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah.
First two bending was
Obviously,
a
it'll be
success.
upside down from this. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Our guessing measurements halfway worked.
Yeah.
So, right on. That sounds like a tomorrow project. Well, I would say our first tube bending adventure is a success.
I'd say it worked.
Pretty sick. Definitely gotta make a pin for it because right now you can just push it and pivot it around. So
And figure out where to hook the return spring to.
yeah, and figure out how that's
That's
supposed to
fine.
work because that would be nice to have. But we are in business. Well, it is full pipe bending action. We have decided to just full on send it and try and bend some hoops for the strut towers. Because we don't know what the fuck this pipe's gonna do, and we just need to bend it and see if it's gonna kink.
Nope, we gotta figure it out.
Not pink, it's still smooth. I guess
Yeah.
that's the outside though. Keep going.
Oh, I think we also might get the end of the ram. This is where we need the return spring.
What's that?
I was like, this is where we need the return spring.
Oh, boy, stuff like that.
But the ram's like pretty much.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Up to you.
I mean, like,
For this far.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, we definitely could have started a lot farther because it did pull it
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I don't know.
Keep going. Or just is that just a stress out or whatever? That's just a stress out.
Yep. So, lesson learned.
Yeah.
Saw a pipe that may
Oh.
not work.
Put it there, we only lost.
No, but like for,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Okay, this might be the worst. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Just about.
This is interesting.
Because you can see, well, I guess it's hard to tell. I feel like it wasn't sliding through here. Because if it was evenly pulling it the whole time,
Is it supposed to be pulling from this end?
I don't know.
It works.
I don't know. This is my assumption of how I feel like it wouldn't kink it. If it pulled it, so right with it pinched here, which I mean, obviously you need this here, but if it pulls it evenly, and you know, like it's feeding it through like it was when we were bending that, I noticed that it was like pulling the pipe through. And it was doing that at the beginning until we got to a certain extent, and then it's like it started binding on itself. But if it's feeding the pipe through nicely, then it's just riding the radius of this compared to where if it gets bent, then this is trying to ride the radius of this and kinking itself. You know?
Yeah.
If that made any sense.
Kinda.
We'll figure it out.
We gotta get this bitch apart though.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Get your 2x4.
Yeah, that's actually nuts. There's gotta be a way.
Just write on a form. How the fuck? Oh. Hey, this one didn't. Be a bitch. That's-
Shit car.
Watch my car!
You gonna go get
Wiggle it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Please wiggle.
Can you take that bolt out? Or that one?
Yeah.
Bam.
Wham bam.
Alright.
I'm gonna have in danger. Watch the phone. Well, I'm glad that was way easier to get out.
Oh my god. That's a straight.
Well, now we know.
Now we do.
We're not fully sure why it did that, if it's just because it's too sharp of a bend that we're trying to do, or if it wasn't pulling it through smoothly. That's kind of my suspicion, is it needs to feed and pull it through evenly, and it looked like it kind of got bound up. So maybe that's the problem, hard to say. We are fucking around and finding out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, more experiments to come.